In our last adventure video, we camp out at Lake Mead in a wind advisory and tried making some monkey bread over the fire.
It's not looking so hot.
This week, we hit the road to Arizona to check out a new campground 2.5 hours away from Las Vegas, battling it out with a bunch of bugs and made a delicious meal over the skottle.
Day 5, sitting in this traffic. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. We're sitting in traffic on the way to Kingman, Arizona, so I figured I might as well start my intro and tell you guys where we're headed today. I'm actually on my way to Phoenix for work for the week, so I figured I would leave a day early and get a night of camping in. So where we're heading tonight is a campground, a new campground I've actually never been to. I've driven by it. It's by recreation.gov, and it's called Burro Creek Campground. It's right after Wiki Up, Arizona, so I want to say about a two and a half hour drive outside of Las Vegas and a stretch of desert nothingness out there. Essentially, there's really nothing close to it. It's right by a creek, and from what I remember, a really cool bridge that overlooks the campground. So we're gonna go check that out tonight if I ever make it out there. I've driven past this crazy Kingman traffic in the past. I've always driven the opposite direction though. I've never been in it, and this is crazy. I've probably been sitting here for about 25 minutes. It's the afternoon though, so I think that's why. I think a lot of people are coming back home. After this little stretch of traffic, it should be pretty home clear. So yeah, let's get it. Well, the traffic saga continues. It's crazy today, guys. Holy crap. Who knew coming out to Phoenix would be such a wild adventure? We're only like 20 miles from the campground, stuck outside of some traffic in Wiki Up. I guess they're doing like some serious road construction. We're just not having some good luck today, guys, so we'll get there soon, hopefully. All right, finally made it to the entrance. All right, guys, found a available spot out here. Not too bad. Got the creek right down there. I'm sure you guys could hear that flowing. Each of the spots have these little like overhang things. Got a little fire pit, a little bench. Here's that bridge we just drove over earlier. And this place is first come, first serve, but only until like March 23rd. And then after that, you can do reservations online on recreation.gov, which is how I actually ended up finding this spot. I think this is one of the few recreation.gov campsites that you can get online in this area. And just so you guys know, we have zero signal out here. We got an SOS bar, but let's go pay for our spot. So right by the pay box, you got this little desert garden. Pretty cool. Some Joshua trees, got some cacti. This guy, pretty cool. I think there's a couple trails out here too that get you closer to the creek as well. And here are the fees. So 14 bucks for the night, not too bad. Select campsite, notes number. Site number 7. This is pretty nice, actually. Good amount away from the next camper. Bathrooms are right there. No one's behind you. No one's on the side of you. Got our spot paid for. I did end up donating $6 more because I had no change out here. So that's unfortunate, but you can actually reserve half these spots online, which is cool. So you don't have to worry about change, you know, whenever you're paying at these campgrounds out here. Let's get ourselves level and get camp all set up. The thing about having such a small truck is that you really don't need a lot of level space to level out. So check ourselves here. Perfect. Still cannot get over the view of this bridge. So awesome. You can see all the saguaro cactus around it as well. There are quite a bit of pokey things around here, so dogs beware when you're taking them out. Everything in Arizona can get you. And since we are by water, I did bring the thermocell again tonight because I have a feeling we're gonna have quite a little bit of bugs. Alright, and I did bring the Ignic propane fire pit tonight. Wasn't sure if there's gonna be a burn ban or anything, so I figured I'd be on the safe side and just bring some propane. Alright, and we are going to be cooking on the skottle tonight. We're just making some beef broccoli, Asian type of dish with some rice, and figured the tusk was the best route to go. So, if you guys saw my snowboarding Philly cheesesteak burrito video, you guys will know that I've been having some issues with the skottle zipper. That's just not operational anymore. Thank you to all those who commented and recommended a couple fixes for the zipper. Some of you guys also recommended reaching out to the vendor who actually like makes these, which I think is like Ridge Mountain, something like that. Honestly, I just have not gotten around to it yet, so I will be looking at that after today. Now that I'm faced with this problem again, I'll go find a solution for this fix. tusk skottle, if you guys are watching, hit me up. And for those of you wondering why I kind of like measure first, that way I can get all of the legs the same height before I start plugging them in. Otherwise, it's kind of a pain in the butt when the skottle's already upright to try and to make sure the legs are all even. Trying to make sure the skottle's all level. All right, and camp is set up. Pretty minimal. I really didn't bring much. I just brought the skottle here, propane fire pit, camp box, and my truck box, which is like recovery gear and stuff like that. And then got the bedding up in the top already. Sun's about to set. We got here just in time. Sun's setting around 6 o'clock these days, which is nice. Just wanted to fire up, make sure it's working, because I honestly think we're gonna get dinner ready here soon, before it gets dark at least, you know. Pretty simple meal today, so we're gonna make some broccoli, beef broccoli rice thing. I already made the marinade earlier. It's essentially consisting of soy sauce, hot water, sesame oil, garlic, and some brown sugar. Pretty simple, easy to make. I also got some flank, like thinly sliced beef rounds, and I'm gonna try and cut these up just a little bit more for like stir fry type of thing. Cut up the broccoli. Just to add some more veggies to it, I'm also going to do some onion. I'm going to saute it with it in there, and then also some green onions on top for some garnish. And then I did bring some kimchi. I should have brought some sesame seeds. That probably would have made it a lot better, but just some kimchi just to, you know, give me some probiotics. Trying out this rice, which I've read that you can actually just throw this into some boiling water and it'll cook it. So I'm going to try that tonight as well. Let's get these veggies all chopped up. Oh, and I guess beer for tonight as well. Some Juice Force, Voodoo Ranger. I've definitely had this in the past, but definitely a good beer. And it's humongous. Cheers, y'all. I also did turn this on. I don't know if it's just coincidence, but it does appear that the bugs are a little bit less, but I'm not sure if that's because like sun's going down. I don't know. Probably way too much onion, but that's all right. I can use this in my breakfast tomorrow. We're also going to cut up a little bit of the broccoli just to make everything kind of the same size so everything cuts evenly. Sorry, so everything cooks evenly. This recipe does call for about 2 cups of broccoli, but I'll probably put a little bit more in because I love broccoli. It's probably one of my favorite favorite vegetables, so I'm gonna definitely kind of volume up on some broccoli. Okay, should be enough broccoli there. All right, and also what we're gonna do with the meat is cut these into smaller strips so that things cook a little bit more evenly as we get it on the grill, or on the skottle, I mean. Done. Let's get the grill warmed up. We're gonna do the veggies first, saute the onions, and then throw the meat on there, and then add the marinade that I made at home. All right, well, it's dark now. I've been messing with the Ignik propane fire pit for about an hour now. For some reason, I have to hold this down for the fire to turn on. So check this out. If I turn this off, or if I stop pushing on it, watch. But if I press down on it, it's letting propane on. But it's like something with this regulator. See, look at that. And you can kind of hear it too. Something's wrong with this. I'm gonna reach out to Ignik and see what's going on, because that does not seem correct. All right, well, I was dinking around with the fire pit for way too long. It is now super, super dark. So I've got some lights hung up. There's quite a bit of bugs still, so I'm gonna try and keep it away from the primary food area. Unfortunately, I'm having some issues with the Ignik. There's something wrong with the regulator again, so I'm gonna let them know, but that's really frustrating. I want something that works when I come out and use it, so that is pretty annoying. We're sauteing the broccoli first. We're gonna put them to the side and then get the onions going, and then throw in the meat, mix everything together, and then throw in the sauce. Super easy. And while that's going, I'm also gonna get the rice going too. I unfortunately forgot my burner adapter thing, so I'm gonna have to get a little bit creative here. I'm just gonna boil up some water here and then just submerge the packet for a little bit. So I want to get that started here. Get the water boiling. I'm going to throw it into this pot here with the rice to get it cooked. This is actually already cooked. You just need to put it into boiling water as is, just to get it heated up for about 10 minutes. So broccoli's been cooking for about, I want to say like 4 minutes or so. So I'm going to go and get that off the heat and then throw in the onions. All right. Broccoli is cooked. I'm going to put it to the side here. Delicious. Throw some more oil in, get these onions going. Water is done. I'm gonna just throw this directly into here, I guess. So I just threw the boiling hot water in. I'm gonna let that sit for 10 minutes and that should be good. Going quick now, guys. Everything's coming together. Oh my gosh, these bugs are ridiculous, y'all. This is one of the reasons why I don't like camping near water. Alright guys, part in the middle with the onions. Throw in about another tablespoon of oil. Get the beef in here. We're gonna salt and pepper this beef. We're just gonna cook this till it's browned on both sides. Browned up. All right, so I got the marinade in here. Mix everything up together. Lower the temp. Get this to a low simmer. Whenever you have a lot of liquids in here on the tembo, this is when you really start to realize how unlevel you are. Sometimes there's a lot higher areas, so I'm gonna adjust this leg to bring it down just a little bit. Now that we have it to a low simmer, I'm gonna throw all the broccoli back in. Get everything mixed together here. This smells so good, y'all. Alright. So this should be done now. This might need a simmer just for a little bit more, a little bit longer, just to thicken up, but oh yeah, that is so good. So let's see how this rice turned out here. Oh, well, that's hot, so I think it should be good. It's been sitting for about 15 minutes in some really hot water that I boiled up. Oh my gosh, the bugs are vicious out here, y'all. I'm trying to do this quick because I'm by the truck tailgate. Come on now. Okay. It's definitely warm enough, but I do think you probably just need to properly boil this versus letting it sit in hot water. But warm enough. All right, let's plate up and we're going inside because fire's not working. There's so many bugs out here right now. I'm going inside, guys. It smells so good. Scooping up some sauce in here too. Some sabao. Alright, I'm gonna put that away later, but for some garnish, I'm just gonna throw some green onions on there. Cover that up, and let's go inside. Doing a little experiment here to see how many more bugs are coming in between the yellow light, the ambers, versus the white light. And honestly, I think it might be the white light. The white light, there's more hovering over them. I don't think the camera's doing it justice. It's making it look like the yellow has a lot, which, you know, I think it does actually. You know what? They might be equally going crazy on both sides. Hopefully I don't have a ton of bug bites in the morning. I honestly don't feel anything biting, so I think they're just, I don't even know. I'm not sure what they are. Gnats or something. Here it is. If you know what that is, let me know. Oh man, guys, the bugs are so bad. I'm like in amazement. They're like no-see-ums. I'm gonna turn this light on now, but I'm slightly scared because I feel like they're just gonna freaking buzz right over here, but yellow lights are a lie. Amber lights, whoever said that keeps bugs away, not a thing. At least with these bugs. These bugs are attracted to all lights. Getting up to the second floor here. I'm just gonna keep everything in bunk mode, keep it simple. I gotta get to bed early. Got an early morning in the morning, so I'm gonna close all this up so no bugs can get through my screens. Make sure all these are closed as well. Chill up here in desk mode. Trying to make sure everything's zipped up so no bugs can come in here. Welcome to desk mode. Get my chair open, hat on. Get the food up here. Get my beer. Oh man, this is pretty hectic today, guys. All the traffic I was stuck in took me 2 hours longer than what I was expecting to come out here for, so let's enjoy this meal. Chopsticks here. Brought a little bit of kimchi. This looks so good. I put the kimchi in a bag because, you know, you guys already know kimchi smells a lot. So, oh yeah. Cheers, y'all. That marinade, spot on. This is literally perfect. It tastes so good. Y'all, comment down below if you guys love kimchi, because it's like the best just like side dish with any type of Asian food. Just anything. But yeah, these bugs are serious. This is like one of the big reasons why we don't really care to camp near water, because where there's water, there are bugs. And it's too early to have this many bugs out. I was definitely not planning on hanging out inside tonight. I was gonna enjoy the stars outside, listen to the creek, hang out by the fire. But I don't know, the Ignic fire pit just pissed me off. I almost chucked that thing in the creek. This is the second regulator, the little knob thing, that has gone out on me. Second time in like the last year. I don't know why. I've tried everything. I tried like slowly opening the propane, which one of you guys did comment and say like sometimes it doesn't like it when you open it up real quick. Slowly turning on like the propane valve on the actual on the Ignic itself. Tried to connect it different ways. The little knob that goes down, I was trying to like clamp that down, but my clamp wasn't big enough. I tried everything, and I probably messed with that thing for about 2 hours. So that's why, you know, I ran out of daylight trying to make dinner, and it was just, it's been a show. And then on top of that, we got the bugs going wild on us outside, which I have not seen no-see-ums like this out here in the desert. And literally right when the sun went down, it was just like they came out in force. Any little light source. So I kept all the lights off around the truck because I didn't want them in here. And so hopefully with the bug net, they don't come in here. I don't see any right now. I was just trying to keep them out of the food. I'm probably eating some protein right now, but you know what? It's all good. This meal is a solid, like 8.5 out of 10. Super good. I would definitely do this again, and I'll leave a link to this recipe down below because I did not make this up. We just got back from Cabo, Mexico for a little spring break vacation, and I was really craving some Asian food. Got my fill of tacos, tequilas, tamales, time on the beach. It might be a little darker right now because of it, but it was a great time. So I was looking forward to just hanging out, you know, outside under the stars in the desert, but sometimes things have other plans for you. You know? What can you do? You just got to go with the flow, you know? This campground, when there's no traffic, it's only 2 hours and some change away. I think it's like 2.5 hours away from Vegas. But I literally left at 2 today and got here at 6. So it took me 2 extra hours to get here. I'm not complaining though. So it was still a good time. You know, even when things don't go right, what am I gonna do? Go home? Nah. Make the best of it. Cheers, y'all. If this meal did not taste as good, I don't think I'd be in a better mood. I don't think I'd be in this good of a mood. I mean, I'm pretty happy right now. And I'm pretty sure this beef broccoli was supposed to be a little bit thicker, but honestly, I love that it's got some sauce in here, some sabao, you know, just to warm up the rice a little bit. Gives a little bit more flavor. I dig it. It's super good. The kimchi, chef's kiss. Makes it that much better. Let's fire up a movie. Since we're in here anyway, why not? I'm really digging like this desk setup. I like standing usually anyway, so like this type of setup, I love it. It's like, you know, you got your full counter. I can stand. It's like the perfect height right here. I can sit down if I really want to. So I got my chair right here. Got my camera bag. Got some extra stuff here. But otherwise, I love this configuration. It's just super easy too. So all I got to do to get ready for bed, I'll just put this back down over here, open up my sleeping bag, and I'm ready for bed. So not too shabby. I've been on a Brooklyn Nine-Nine kick, so I'm just going to continue on, y'all.
Tom Hanks, reluctant friendship with a dog. For a cop movie, Mr. Smith looking fine. How are you married?
It's time to go clean up dinner and not get swarmed by a bunch of bugs. Just to get as much grease as I can off before I start boiling water on it. This is the water that we used for the rice earlier, so I'm just gonna use this. Let's let that boil. All right, guys. For dessert, while we wait for this water to boil, we're gonna have some boba. Comment down below if you guys like taro. Oh yeah, super good. I just got this from like a Smith's. Also, taro is always my go-to flavor for boba. It's the best. All right, then when the water's pretty much almost done boiling, I just grab another paper towel and wipe it down, and then now we're gonna oil it back up, and we're gonna turn it back on too. Just like maybe a tablespoon of oil. Just gonna use this. All right, that's it.
Guys, for anyone interested, this bathroom is actually stocked. They got soap, which is very rare. They have paper towels, also very rare. A trash can, also very rare in here. And it is super clean. So, not too shabby for a recreation.gov campground. Usually, you don't get any of that. None of this. You're lucky if you even get a mirror on the wall. Or it might just be Lake Mead. I don't know. Lake Mead, you need to step it up.
5 felonies, hot boil. I just got a DON. Then I guess I'll go ahead. Hey, 7.
I haven't seen him. Thanks for... There are some signs of stress on the heart. Just check. All right. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and take...
So a guy just walked up to the camp, and I thought he was just gonna ask if I was leaving, but he asked me if I had reserved this spot for a couple days, and I said no, I just got lucky yesterday because someone canceled last night. And he said that I got really lucky because I guess this spot is usually booked up. So this is spot number 7. I can see how it's a pretty popular spot because you're essentially next to no one, and you have you're right next to the creek. You got a great view of this bridge here. Bathrooms are over there, and it's just a really super nice spot. It's big. You can fit at least 2 vehicles out here, and you have an unobstructed view. So it definitely sounds like we got lucky, which is cool. I'll have to keep this spot in mind. I guess you can reserve this online as well. Half the camp spots here are reservation online, and then half of them are first come, first serve. I thought this entire campground was first come, first serve, so good to know. We're getting out of here, guys. Let's get it. Alright guys, well I am back home after a 600-mile round-trip road trip to Phoenix, and I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Las Vegas Overlanding Company. Local Las Vegas, they helped me get my brakes changed out, and the brakes after 600 miles here have been doing really well. So I just want to give them a shout out, Las Vegas Overlanding Co. Thank you guys so much for helping me out with replacing the brakes and rotors on the truck. They do custom woodwork and some custom lighting. So I'm actually going to be replacing some of the lighting around the truck. The third brake light on the GFC broke off. I'm gonna get this replaced. And they're also going to help me with a custom build in the back of the truck. So definitely stay tuned for that. I got some things I got to do first to the truck, some suspension work, and I need to get some new wheels and tires first, but the custom build back here is going to be next. So thank you again to Las Vegas Overlanding Company for helping out with the brakes on the truck. More to come from them here soon.